For the National Enquirer, the last week has been one of vindication as the world accepts what they already knew about John Edwards and his lies. But do its reporters go too far in search of a scoop? I put that question to the executive editor. Given its regular diet of celebrity and weight loss stories, it's easy to forget that the National Enquirer has a history of breaking big political scandals. From pictures of presidential candidate Gary Hart with his mistress Donna Rice, to Jesse Jackson's illegitimate child, and now John Edwards. So, how does the tabloid keep scooping the rest of the world?
Is it principally because you pay for stories?
Well, I disagree with that in the sense that the practice of checkbook journalism is something that certainly aids us in our reporting. I wish it was as easy as, in the John Edwards case, over the course of 3 years of reporting the story, to have written someone a check and had the whole story the next day. I mean, that's just not the case here.
But do you accept that money taints the truth on many occasions? It may well encourage someone to embellish their story. It may encourage them to lie to you directly.
The fact is, we have to go, steps up from the mainstream media in verifying a story. Because, as I said, that believability factor is going to be there in the beginning. So we may take that source, and then we may put them through rigorous polygraph testing to confirm that they're absolutely telling us the truth, that there's no deception. We'll use the same polygraph examiners that the CIA or the FBI uses.
So your sources will be given a lie detector test?
Oh, absolutely. On many, many occasions they are. And this is a routine part of our vetting process.
But how far will they go to uncover lurid details of the rich and famous?
The fact is, our readership is looking for the true, unvarnished stories about the people that are on the pedestals in Hollywood, the movie stars, the TV stars. We don't get our stories from being on the red carpet. We get our stories from
bugging the hotel room.
No, not from bugging the hotel room, but from talking to reliable
using
sources.
A long-range lens on private property.
That's not correct. We get our stories
from paying
credible sources, whether they're somebody's personal assistant, whether they're a hairdresser, whether they're a family member. The fact is, we have a very strict reporting process.
And has the National Enquirer ever resorted to illegal means in the chase for a big story?
You've already admitted that your journalists go further than mainstream journalists in terms of checkbook journalism.
Yes.
Are you prepared to do other things? Maybe steal photographs? Maybe pay somebody to break into a residence? Maybe do something that breaks the law but gets the story?
Absolutely not. I can tell you that every word, every sentence in the National Enquirer is vetted by our in-house attorneys. I've been with the National Enquirer for 10 years, and I've never directed a reporter to ever do anything that would break the law in any way. We don't want to get information that way. We want to get information the old-fashioned way, like a true journalist.
The National Enquirer was also first with the tale of Tiger Woods, a story that soon assumed a life of its own. As with the Edwards affair, the Enquirer feels that its reporting has been justified. But there's often a deep personal cost for the subjects. Rumours abound that Woods' marriage may be over.
Some people looking at your reporting might be sympathetic with what you did with John Edwards, because John Edwards, of course, was standing as a prospective presidential candidate.
Yeah.
But he's a sportsman.
Yeah.
Can you justify what you've done to that man's life and to his family and to his wife?
We didn't do anything to his wife or family. He did it to them himself. He betrayed his wife and carried on, as we now know. We were only focused on that first affair, but I can tell you it was his betrayal in his marriage that obviously led to what's occurred today. And if we didn't report it, eventually somebody else would have. And I'm only happy that we got the facts right and that we were first with the story.